welcome back to Film Talks with Chloe and Jordan. Today we're going to be talking about the new trailers that have been released over the past week, because about 20 got released in like 3 days.
So yeah, this is like a monthly roundup news thing that we're going to do every month. Right, ready? So Chloe, take us away with the first one.
Well, first I thought I'd mention the trailers that we're not going to talk about that did get released, just because they're not.
In case you come here for that.
Yeah. Well, no, just because there's so many trailers got released that you can only talk about so many, and these ones didn't seem like the ones that would be the most interesting. Although some of them do actually look really good, but I thought we could say more about other ones that we know more about. If that makes sense. Yeah. So Siberia got released with Keanu Reeves, kind of like I think it's about a guy who does fake diamonds or something like that.
Yeah, it looks meh.
Yeah, just that's the thing.
Keanu Reeves is
Reeves
is alright.
He's like I feel like he's pulling a Johnny Depp, in that he's playing the same John Wick type character now, which kind of is like, be careful, because Johnny Depp.
You're just gonna get just
typecast. Yeah. The Girl in the Spider's Web, which is a sequel to, what's the second one called? The Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest. That kind of thing.
Oh yeah, I know which one you're
but
about.
With Claire Foy as Elizabeth Salander this time.
I've not seen the trailer for that one. I did look at it, but
I did, because I do my research on trailers.
Okay, we got alright.
I am prepared.
We got London Fields and A Star Is Born.
Yeah, Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper in A Star Is Born. The Old Man and the Gun, which is I think his name is Robert Redgrave. I think he's like a robber with Sissy Spacek, I believe. Operation Finale, which is Oscar Isaac, and I think it's something to do with oh my god, what's his name? the dude who is the man who plays the Mandarin in Iron Man 3, but not the Mandarin.
Oh,
he's Ben Kingsley.
Yep.
He's a Nazi villain, and I think it's based on a true story about how they go and try and bring him to justice about what happened during World War II. And then we have Serenity, which...
See, right, whoa, 1 minute.
Yeah.
The only thing with that, right, is I don't know how many times you can do a World War II story. It's the same like we'll talk about with Fist Man.
No, it's not a World War II story, it's after World War II.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, because I don't know how
they're bringing a Nazi, I think he's a Nazi doctor or something. They're bringing him to justice for what he did. He's like disappeared and stuff. It's not. It does seem like a different story, that one that maybe we haven't seen in kind of mainstreamy thing. Serenity, which is Matthew McConaughey, Anne Hathaway. A fair nonsense. It didn't look that good.
We've got White Boy Rick.
Again, Matthew McConaughey in like a drug story or whatever.
Yeah, whatever. But we'll get into the trailers that we're actually talking about, all the other ones.
Yeah.
We'll go on to I will start kicking off with the first one. We got Halloween. It looks quite interesting to say. Would you say it's like a remaster kind of thing?
It's a sequel
of the franchise.
It's a sequel to the original Halloween. So, Halloween 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, H2O, all that nonsense has been completely forgotten, and it's a sequel to the original.
Okay. So it is kind of remastering the franchise kind of thing.
I wouldn't necessarily say remastering it, but
bringing it back to light. Sorry.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it's a sequel to the original 1978 Halloween with the same cast, but apparently Halloween H2O, which is like an 80s one, is the same.
1998.
It's the same story as this new one, because they made the H2O one and were like, yeah, let's forget about all the other sequels, and now they're doing the exact same thing. So, is it going to be the exact same thing? Not that I've seen Halloween H2O. I'm just keep calling it H2O because that's what it says.
Yeah,
That's the
it's really weird.
Is it the same? Is it the same one like that, or is it going to be something different? Not that I've seen the other one to say whether, but yeah.
I don't know. They might use it a bit. They might use like a couple of points, but I don't think they'll completely copy it. I just hope they don't do what they did with what's it called? Jason, and overkill it, oversaturate everything.
I think that's already passed. There's like what, 8 of them.
Yeah, but I hope bringing this back, it looks good. But I hope they're going. Oh, if it does really well in box office, they're going like,
Oh
oh, let's make like
yeah,
5, 6 more of them.
yeah, I get what you mean. No, I don't think. I hope they. Yeah, like I said, I hope they don't do that. I think one of the things that is turning me off from it is just because it looks a bit cliche with that doctor guy or journalist or whatever who brought the mask up to Michael. Like, he just looks like he's gonna be like the
Yeah,
cliche, like, no, I want to sit and talk to him. I don't want to kill him. Like, it's like, no, he's a bad dude. He just needs to die at this point.
yeah.
Like, I just hope.
Well,
I
he's
don't.
in prison in a. He started in the trailer. He's in the prison,
Yeah,
and some woman's like, "Yo, yo, that Jason,
Michael
Halloween guy,
Myers.
Michael Myers. Yeah, I can't think of the name. Like, we need to kill him basically."
Hmm.
And then you're like, "No."
It's
You
just like
decide not to.
it just seems like such a stupid thing to do, to bring a person their like old Halloween mask that they wore when they went on like a killing spree in like the 70s. Like, just doesn't seem like a very smart thing.
It's not that. It's got the thingy going for it as well. I don't know. Like the whole actual action and that looks good, and the acting.
Yeah,
The thing that's scaring me is like you saying the clichéness of it, and it's like, oh, because we introduced the grandma's nan grandma 40-year-old 50-year-old character who's like, I'm gonna kill
Laurie
him.
Strode,
Yeah, that one.
the
All right.
original person that he like tried to kill, and
Yeah, miss didn't get her,
yeah,
and he's like, I'm gonna kill him. But it's not like Jason, is he? He's not immortal or anything. Not got like spiritual powers. He's just a normal guy.
so's Jason though. Jason's a normal guy. Freddy
No, no,
Krueger is the nightmare one.
no, no, because Jason's immortal as well. He comes back about 5 million times from dead, gets electrocuted, drowned, and that,
Yeah,
but still comes back.
so does Michael Myers in like all the, I imagine in like all of those sequels.
Yeah, true. But yeah, it's looking at the trailer and it's like it's coming back to Halloween, and as soon as he gets the mask, they're like, oh, the bus broke down. What? No way.
The bus
This
crashed. Oh
the
no.
bus the bus crashed carrying all these dangerous people who
That
murdered
just
multiple
that just doesn't
crashed.
seem like a smart thing to do. Like,
Who's driving? I want to know who's driving these buses.
I know, yeah, all these like buses that crash with like seriously dangerous people, and it's like
And they're like, he's
at one point,
escaped.
do you think maybe like it's carrying a bunch of people that are like really dangerous on one singular bus with about 2 cars behind them
Yeah.
is a smart idea? I do,
I
yeah,
understand
that's
it
the
like
thing. It's like it's those tiny little plot holes that I hope will be like sorted out in the actual film, because obviously it's a 2 minute teaser
yeah,
trailer.
we can't, that's it. We've not really seen the
Yeah, it
trailer
does look
2,
good
trailer
though,
3.
and obviously the soundtrack is like iconic.
Yeah, the iconicness of it because it's brought
Yeah,
it back from the very first one. There's some of the horror bits look pretty good in it,
yeah. The
like
last little section where she's
with the
trying to
daughter.
close the
Yeah,
door.
that I was gonna say that when she's like, you check, and then she's like, it just keeps on banging back open
Yeah, it
till she
did
opens
look.
it fully, and then
Yeah,
she's dead
probably. Um,
unless she's got some magical powers.
well, there was. I'm pretty sure there is another clip where there's a person sat in a ghost costume on a chair, and I'm pretty sure that's the little kid's bedroom.
Ah,
So, and there was a pumpkin head in the fish tank. So I'm hoping that little kid didn't die.
he's dead,
Definitely dead.
definitely. But going on to our next one, Chloe, do you want to talk about this one? Come on.
How to Train Your Dragon 3. Oh my
It looks
god.
meh. I'm sick of it now.
Why?
What do you mean why? The first, like it's like with all these films. The first one is good. The second one you're like, okay, and this one, it feels like there's milk in it again. You're like, okay, calm it down now.
Get
Just get
out!
out. No,
Get out! Because this one looks amazing, and the
it,
second one was a masterpiece.
was it though?
Yes!
Was it though? I feel like they're just
Yes!
telling the same story and over again.
I understand in the
Right,
this
we'll go to the story of the first one. It's that Vikings hate the dragons, okay?
yeah, a little kid
Right, and they look,
likes
yeah,
captures a dragon, realizes that they're
toothless.
actually pretty great.
Yeah, and then they all at the end they're all together and they're all living happily as a dragon and Viking family, okay? Second one comes along and they're all living happily, and then this mum comes along from nowhere and she's like, "Look," and then somebody tries to take the dragons away, and then they come back and they're all living a happy dragon friend. And this one starts off with they're all living a happily dragon life until somebody goes and tries to kill them again. And then I bet at the end they all come back having a happy dragon life and have little toothless babies because there's that girl one in it.
Um,
Boom. That's how it's going to end.
um, no.
Yes.
The first one was completely interesting and new. The second one upped that because Toothless and Hiccup were flying around to different territories, and that's how they found those guys who wanted the dragons. And then he found his mum, and then his dad died. So I understand this new one. This one I understand. It's that kind of he's discovered more new dragons in a completely new thing.
How many more dragons can there be?
Well, it's the world, dickhead. So yeah, apologies. The third film. I understand that they're kind of trying to introducing more new dragons and more amazing blah 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 is kind of what they did in the second one, but I think it's gonna work really great because the second one worked really great. And I
Yeah.
think it's gonna be interesting seeing the person who killed all the Night Furies. Because I think that's gonna be fair enough. Again, it's only like a 2-minute trailer.
Yeah, I'm judging it a bit too harsh.
Yes, you are, because
Alright, okay.
like there's some of the first and second one are so just amazing and so underrated.
I like the first one. It's just the second one I don't like. Just me. I can't get me wrong though. Is it DreamWorks who make that?
It's Universal now.
Is
Well,
it?
it's DreamWorks, but it's owned by Universal
Well,
now.
I'm saying the animations are always on point.
Oh, the anime, like it's just so beautiful. The
Yeah, it does
detail
look nice.
on like Toothless's eyes and stuff. But I think I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I can tell.
I hate the one thing that I do hate, which isn't about the film itself. It's about the actual trailer, and it's the song that they used. It's like I just hate that new thing, you know, where there has to be like a really catchy song in.
Yeah.
Because I think it works for some of the trailers, like the Mission Impossible trailer. I think it worked really well for that.
Oh, that Mission Impossible trailer is so good.
I just don't think Ed Sheeran
No,
just
I don't think it works.
I think because they try it's just such a really cutesy kind of upbeat song, and then they put it over scenes where there's explosions, and then Hiccup is literally walking through fire, and it looked just such a badass shot, but it's overplayed
this cheesy music.
Yeah, it's just cheesy, and this the scene where Toothless legit looks like Thor. Did he go all lightning badass? But you have Ed Sheeran singing about how he's on his way, and it's get out.
Get out.
Never again. I hope they don't do that for the second trailer.
Going on to the next one, I'm quite excited for this one. When I saw it release, it's Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, animated Spider-Man film. It's about Miles Morales, not Peter Parker.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be cool.
So got notes. Interesting animation style. Very
got my notes.
Different. Yeah, all right. Very different to what we usually have compared to a DreamWorks or a Universal. It's not all smooth. It's very comic-y. That's what I'm trying to think.
Yeah, it's very
comic-like.
Yeah.
But do you know who Miles Morales is?
I do not.
So, right, basically, Miles Morales is a different Spider-Man. So basically, like, it's like, do you know, like the multiverse kind of thing? Do you know what
Yeah.
the multiverse is?
Sorry,
So
my
basically, that
mum's being really loud, so I'm like,
it's fine, don't worry. There's different multi-university things, and yeah, Peter Parker is in one where he becomes Spider-Man, and in this other one, it's Miles Morales. He like sees Spider-Man growing up, and he's like, "Oh, Spider-Man's so cool," and then ends up becoming Spider-Man. I don't know how, but I just know he does. We'll see that in the film.
yeah, I
But
imagine
then
we'll
you've got,
see how he becomes Spider-Man.
but then people like you've got like Gwen Stacy. She becomes Spider-Gwen, and we see that in the trailer as well.
Yeah, they do with
So it's quite
Haley
interesting.
Steinfeld as the voice of Gwen, I believe, and
Yeah,
Jake
it's quite,
Johnson is the voice of Spider-Man.
but it's quite, it's like you said, it's quite good how it's mixed. How his dad's, I don't know. I feel like the dad being a cop is overused as well in Spider-Man films, like the Tobey Maguire ones. Like he's like, I'm going meeting Gwen, but his dad's a cop. What? No way. I've got to be Spider-Man, and the cops are after me.
Yeah, I think that, but hopefully they do it in a good way.
Most suitable, yeah. It seems a bit more comedic as well, because he is only like 10, Miles Morales,
Yeah,
and he's
I
like
don't think
learning
he's
off
10
like,
in this. He does look like he's in like high school or something.
yeah, but he's like learning off like older Peter Parker, who's like Spider-Man for ages. But
Yeah,
yeah, he has like a different suit in that. He's his black and red, I
yeah.
think.
So there's one shot in the trailer where he was like just jumped off a building and he's like jumping into the sea and it looks incredible.
Yeah, it does. But we don't get that till 2019. Well, it's a bit rip.
Really? And they've
Right.
already released like 3 trailers for it.
2019
I thought it was
next
coming
year.
out in December.
Oh, it might be. It might be Christmas Day. I remember the first one was 2019. They might have pushed it forward to Christmas Day
Oh, they
in the
must.
trailer.
I'm pretty sure they pushed it back then because when it like first came out, I'm pretty sure it was Christmas Day. It was like Christmas
Alright.
time.
I think it might be. Well, it's round about then anyway. Like end of 2018, beginning of 2019.
Yeah, it's
Did I?
still December 2018.
Ah, okay. So yeah, it's Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the December 14. I was about to say quarter because 14 is a quarter, and I was just so confused.
Yeah, it's fine.
Right, on to another trailer.
Go on.
Mortal Engines, which
I've
is
not seen this one, but
being produced by Peter Jackson, obviously Lord of the Rings, the Hobbit trilogy guy. Um,
yes. Oh wait, I
eh,
have seen this one. Yeah. It
it
looks it looks over actioned. Most Peter Jackson films I know these days.
it doesn't look over actioned. It just looks cliche. Like it's just a genre. Like I don't even think it's like a young adult like book or whatever. But it just the film looks so young adult. Like it looks so much like the
Yeah.
Hunger Games and Divergent and all that things that have just been done to death at this point.
Yeah. But it still might be good. I never know.
Yeah, it's got like the steampunk aesthetic, like looks cool, but it's like
Yeah.
the story
I'm
doesn't look cool.
I'm pretty sure it's based off a book. I think.
Yeah, it is. It's based off I think it's either a trilogy of books or 4 books that obviously it's
Yes.
being turned into a film, and
Yeah.
it just
Well, I
it,
don't know. Peter Jackson likes turning films films into books into films.
he's
Sorry.
not directing it; he's only producing it.
Oh, that's boo boo.
I don't know. It
But
could
yeah,
be.
it
But
could
yeah,
be right.
I think the one thing that just got me was one of the characters, which I did find. I think her name is Ji Hei. I'm butchering it probably, but in the trailer she literally has all the lines that you hear in like every YA, which is like, I knew your mother. She had this like special thing. She didn't want the bad guy to get it. Are you ready
You
for
got it
this?
now.
Like literally, like she had all the lines that are in every like standard YA like novel or
Yeah.
film, and it's just like, ooh, no.
Okay. Read it. Read in the book. Concept of it. It's basically like a post-apocalyptic world, steampunk
Yeah,
aesthetic, like you said, a lot of steampunk stuff.
I think that's one of the things that is interesting people
And
is
it's
the
based in London.
steampunky thing. It's not. It's London is a moving city, and I think it's just the world.
Well, yeah, yeah. But the last film in the book, it's London.
Yeah.
and then like yeah, the like trying to spread out.
Hmm.
It looks meh. It doesn't really. It's not really exciting me for it.
Yeah, I think it's just like I said, the young adult kind of this girl will save the world with her boy companion. I think it just looks done to death at this point. One thing though,
Yeah.
me and Robert Sheehan, who is the guy in it, who I believe his name is Tom. Yeah,
Okay.
the character he's playing, we have the same birthday.
Nice.
So
It's really interesting.
maybe I'll just see it for that.
Nice.
But,
Going on to the next one. Back to the Transformers. Bumblebee
yeah,
solo film. This got teased. Well, not teased. Info got released about this in like the second or third film of the Transformers.
how did it?
I remember people going, "Oh, they're gonna like." He was like, "Oh, I think they're gonna make a Bumblebee short film," because he came out and everybody like fell in love with him in the first film.
He's so
Because
good.
yeah, he's the best. But then I remember it, like people going, "Yeah, but I think they're gonna make a Bumblebee film." I don't know. They might do. Might not.
And they finally have
Finally have.
with
And it looks
Haley Steinfeld and John Cena.
John Cena, my boy, isn't it?
No, no, yeah, you're gonna go see it now because John Cena's in it.
Yeah, obviously.
I
But
think
no,
it looks
it
really good.
looks. I say it looks meh again.
Really, I think that
Yeah,
I don't think it's gonna add anything new to like plot wise and like story wise, but I think
yeah.
it probably it has the potential to be one of the best. Well,
It has potential to be good.
the best
No,
Transformers film, considering like the best that they have at this point was the first one.
yeah. Like the last night. Is it the last night in that?
Last night was just hot garbage.
Man, what are you on about? He's lit. Loved it.
God, it was like 3 hours of just pure nonsense.
That's what I'm saying, and I hope they're not doing this again. I hope it's not just the
I don't think
backstory
it'll
of
be.
Bumblebee and then go explosions.
I,
He's fighting a load of people.
I don't think it'll be anything like that as like as massive because I think it's a very contained little story, like ET type of best friends, like with this, yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think it'll be something like that.
But though, going on to our next point, Chloe, take it away.
The Lego Movie 2, the second part trailer.
Looks alright. Looks alright.
Yeah, I think it could be good. It just there's just so many trailers that it's good.
There's so many got released in like the space of a week.
Yeah, it was just ridiculous.
I think
But
like two people dropped on everybody's like, we just gotta drop them all now. It's fine.
yeah,
Just do everything.
I
Put
think
somewhere in it.
yeah, I think there's nothing like they all did look promising, but it's just like there's so many. Not to shit on the Lego Movie Part 2, this Lego Movie 2, the second part trailer, like, because the trailer was good, well, all of the trailers were good, but it's just kind of like, okay, give it a minute.
Yeah.
Um,
The Lego Movie Part 2, it looks okay. It does. The trailer doesn't look as good as the first one, but I don't know.
I think the one thing I'm worried about is the whole plot line of Emmett. You know how he was like the special and stuff,
Yeah.
but he didn't feel special, or he did.
And this time he's like, I want the most common one, and she's like, oh, it's me.
Yeah, like she was like the alien was like, oh, I want the best one, and Elizabeth Banks Lucy character was like, oh, it's Emmett, he's great, and then they analysed him and it's like he's not, and then it was like, no, Lucy, you're the best, and they took her and like other people instead. I'm just hoping that it doesn't repeat that kind of thing where it's like,
and it's like, oh, I'm
Emmett,
not special anymore, and he's like, wait, I am, yay.
Yeah, where it's like, no, Emmett is actually really special again, like yay, because we saw that in the first one, we know he's special. Because I think the thing in the first one was he's special because he's not, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
He's just a dude, but that doesn't, you don't have to just
well,
be.
did it at the end of the last one? He become like a master builder.
Yeah, which I think
So-
he's still a master builder in this one, but I think the
I
one
was gonna say.
thing that I'm worried about is that he has to rediscover being great because
Yeah.
the alien put him down about not being great enough to be kidnapped or whatever. But yeah.
Yeah, I can understand what you mean.
And while we're onto it, another animated film, Ralph Breaks the Internet, Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Oh, that looks okay.
I
don't mind. It looks quite good.
It does. I recently rewatched Wreck-It Ralph because it's genuinely one of my favourite films.
Yes,
It's
it
just
is a
so
good
great.
film.
but I'm so scared that it's gonna be like oversaturated with jokes, with like reference
Yeah, because
jokes.
especially that they're going to the internet.
Yeah, because
I
the actual first film had references, but it didn't overdo it. It wasn't
yeah,
about
it was
being.
small references. Well, I say small, but
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
just like
reference. It
villains or like villains in games. You're like, oh look,
Yeah,
okay,
they were done really well, references, because and then the story itself was like a separate thing. I'm just
yeah,
hoping that this one, and I'm also scared that they ruined their biggest joke with the Disney princess thing because I
yeah,
genuinely love that joke,
the new
but now
meme.
I'm like, yeah, which is literally it's become a meme in like
Yeah,
5 seconds. But I'm worried
obviously.
that they've ruined it with that because like it's a really funny joke. Everyone's going crazy because Cinderella has ears. She's never had ears before.
Has she not?
Eh?
Uh,
No, she didn't have ears in her film. Her ears
alright.
were covered up by her hair, but now
Ah,
she
okay.
has ears.
She's got
Yeah.
ears. I don't know. It looks good. It looks promising.
Yeah.
I just hope they keep with the 8-bit pixel thing as well, like they did when they go into the games and that, depending on what game it is.
I don't think they could because it's the internet, like, but
Yeah, I hope they don't go into like Facebook and like play some Candy Crush games. I'll actually just
yeah.
kill myself.
Because as much as I really liked the first one, I don't think it needed a sequel, to be honest.
Yeah,
Because it was a very nice contained story, and it was just really heartwarming. But
but
yeah.
I don't know. Going on to our
Yeah.
next film. Wherever it's gone, I've lost it. There it is.
Oh, yeah.
Bad Times at El Royale.
The El Royale, yeah. A trailer you haven't watched,
No,
so
these last two I've not watched. This and Widows.
yeah. Bad Times at the El Royale has a really great cast. John Hamm, I believe. Oh, what's his name? Chris Hemsworth, Dakota Johnson. What's the guy's name? He's the dude in The Big Lebowski.
No idea.
Oh, what's his name?
The main guy who plays Big Lebowski.
Yeah. We're both like googling it. Like I can't remember.
Jeff
Uh,
Briggs.
yeah, him. He's in it, and it just looks like a really fun kind of. It looks like a mixture of like a conspiracy film, but also like a hatefully esque kind of film where they're all in like a tight
House.
place,
Yeah.
like meta mystery kind of style. I don't know. It just looks really interesting. And yeah, on to the last. We'll do the last one because this
Yeah.
podcast is just full of trailers.
Go on to our. Well, we got this
uh,
one. Go on. Got Widows. You tell us a bit
yeah.
about
I'm so excited for this. It looks incredible. It's obviously about four women whose husbands are killed in a robbery.
that. Oh.
So they try to, I think their husbands owe people money, so they try and get money by doing another robbery. And it's got Michelle Rodriguez, Viola Davis. It's directed by Steve McQueen, I believe.
Oh,
Is it
interesting.
Steve McQueen who directed 12 Years a Slave?
Yes.
Yeah, it's got a really good cast and looks super intense. Really excited. Looks like a really good action, but doesn't look like just an action film. It looks like it's going to be really interesting and I hate to use this word, but deep, like with depth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am looking
I know what
forward
you
to
mean.
see Michelle Rodriguez kind of act in a good way. Like, because I don't think anyone's a bad actor. I just think they need a good script and like a good director to be be their
Yeah.
best self.
And we'll go on a quick brief over First Man. That Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling,
And the guy who made La La Land. What's his name?
Damien Chazelle.
There we go. It looks okay. It's about them going up to space and trying to get to the moon, and like they have failures along the ways and stuff like that. It looks okay.
Yeah,
We'll have to wait to see for more trailers, but like saying, like Chloe mentioned or said in her notes, how many times can you tell the same story about going up to space? We got this, and then you got like Apollo 11 and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's so many now. There's so many now films about going up into space or going to the moon or something. So
Yeah, it is like
I don't know.
how many times can you like do the same plot in
Yeah,
and like everyone
and
jerks off to Ryan Gosling and Damien Chazelle. So
yeah, because it's because of La La Land, isn't
I'm
it?
not gonna say that they're bad because they're not, but it's just kind of like it's getting tiring now.
Yeah, but I think that is it for trailers and news and stuff.
Yeah.
Trailers, news.
Yeah. So have you got a film you want to recommend to our audience today?
I will go with the first Halloween. Give it a watch. It's quite interesting to see, especially if you're looking forward to the new one. Then yeah, give it a watch.
My recommend would be the Mummy, the 1990s one. I watched that
Oh
while I was hungover the
yes,
other day and I forgot how great it is.
of course, with Brendan
Brendan
Fraser.
Fraser, yeah, and
Yeah,
oh, what's his name?
don't watch the remake.
No, the remake's okay, but like I feel like the 90s one is just it's just so great. It's
Yeah,
so fun.
so good. But yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, thank you for listening to us talk about trailers.
Yeah, and don't forget it's a monthly news thing, so hopefully we can get it out on time
Yeah,
for all your monthly film trailer
news
whatever
needs.
comes up. Yeah,
Follow me
and
on Instagram at Filmladyreviews, where I will have the link to my blog where I post reviews, and follow Jordan at
beauty and photography. Don't forget to check out our Instagram and Twitter. It's just Film Talks.
yep.
And hope you guys enjoy. See ya.
Bye.